I interviewed Mano recently, and we talked about Desiigner.
As far as the sound, I don't know what the sound is of New York today. Like, what is it? What's the sound? Like now, if we want to talk about the boom bap sound, I think that's we don't have that no more. I don't think. I mean, you got certain artists that touch it a little bit. You know, you got brothers like Joey Badass and them, that touch it. You got a lot of some of the older artists that that still touch that. But I don't know if that's the premier sound of my city no more. I think that we have been influenced by other markets and other cultures.
The point was, is there really a New York sound anymore? And the reason why Future is able to do this, to come out of Brooklyn and do this.
It's a designer. You just said Future, but
Future. See, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
you see
You
what
even
just
mixed
happened?
up.
I even mixed them
Yeah,
up. And it's not like Desiigner even tries to deny it, because I remember I was on Designer's Instagram page and he had like a box of butter, and it said, "I can't believe it's not Future." I can't believe it's not butter.
That's
like,
hilarious.
and it had a
Hilarious.
picture of Designer on the
right.
on the box cover.
That's
It's pretty funny. I mean, how do you feel as a New York rapper when you have, right now, Desiigner, I almost said Future again. Desiigner is the first male New York rapper to have a #1 song since Jay-Z with Empire Mind State. No, and there's been some prominent New York rappers since then. French Montana hasn't had a #1 song since then. 50 Cent has not had a #1 song, since then. Who am I forgetting? Who are some other big New York rappers?
Right now.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Mano's had a couple hits and so forth, but since
Fabulous.
then, Fabulous has not had a #1 song since then. So that's what I'm talking about. Desiigner is the first male New York rapper that's had a #1 song in Empire Mind State was what, 7, 8 years ago?
Right.
Like, as a New York rapper, what do you think about that?
Well, first of all, when they say, is there a New York sound, I don't think it's just about the boom bap. I feel like New York dudes talk how I talk. Meaning we don't talk like this here, okay? We ain't talking about with all the twang and the voice and all that type of shit there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
Right.
We don't talk like that there.
Right.
We talk like this here. You know what I'm saying? That's the New York sound. So when you got dudes who are now switching their voice up, that's what gets a little confusing. Now it's one thing to use like a down south twang, I guess, to try to pull in the down south people. To me, I trace it back to 50 Cent. He was the first one that I can think of who was from New York but used a Cali slight twang to his rhymes and shit like that. Find me in the club, bottle full of bub, you need to get a rub. That ain't no New York pronunciation.
And and 50 Cent was signed to a West Coast label.
Exactly. So
Shady Aftermath.
he knew what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
But that being said, your boy Desiigner is going, I got bras in Atlanta. Like he sound like he from down there.
Right.
I guess it wouldn't be so bad if he could really rap. But I saw his Tim Westwood freestyle and he was horrible. He was horrible.
I didn't understand it. I didn't quite understand what he was saying.
And that's what I'm saying. It was horrible. See, we're at the point now, if you want to be popping, I guess you gotta do some Southern type shit.
I don't agree.
I mean, for some, I don't know. It's hard.
I don't. Well, I just don't agree in any art form. I don't feel that when you chase after what's popular, you will never end up on top. You'll always be chasing after, you'll always be below that person who originated that.
Yeah, but
You
some
know what I'm
people
saying?
don't want to be all the way on the top. They don't mind being just close to the top. They was down here before. So if I can get up here, that's good for me.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And
I guess so. It's never been my mentality. My mentality is you go for the number one spot. And get somewhere close to there. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I went into the mixtape game, it was like I'm gonna do my own shit. Like I'm gonna do it my way. I don't give a fuck how many other people are doing it. I don't care what everyone else is doing. I'm doing it my way, and then boom, I got all my awards and I got all my recognition and everything else like that by doing my own shit. I didn't give a fuck how crowded the playing field was. I'm gonna do my own shit. J. Cole was not trying to sound like anyone else when he came out. He was doing his own shit. He was not fucking with the hottest producers. He was not getting the hottest features. He was doing his own shit. And people love J. Cole because he's doing J. Cole. And he didn't win any Grammys, which I thought was highway robbery.
Yeah.
But he's still doing his fucking thing. And I think he's okay with that.
Yeah, but he's also an anecdotal story. Like, there's not a bunch of J. Coles out there. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, Kendrick Lamar is kind of like a J. Cole. I put him in the same category.
Yeah, but then like, I know I've heard Kendrick at least rhyme on some 808 shit. I don't know if I've heard J. Cole rhyme on any kind of 808 beats.
Yeah.
And that being said, when you rhyming over some 808 shit, then you're doing what a lot of people's doing right now. You know what I mean? Even if you do it slightly different. Yeah, I hear what you're saying though, but I don't know. All that New York, I mean, there is a New York sound traditionally.
Yeah.
We don't usually rock with the twang and all that, but I see some people doing it in a scientific kind of way.
Right.
And it could work for them.
Jermaine Dupri, who really is one of the greatest musical producers ever. He doesn't get me. I just interviewed Bow Wow recently. We talked about how he doesn't nearly get the recognition that he deserves because this man is responsible for hundreds of millions of albums sold, including Mariah Carey and everything. He played him back to back, and he was showing how the Panda beat was similar to Future's comma beat.
Right.
And yeah, you can deny it all you want, but this is a musical genius telling you this.
Right, like he can hear it.
He could hear it. He even played them, like he would mix the two with each other because Jermaine Dupri DJs a lot. So how do you feel as a New York rapper when the biggest New York rapper right now is emulating an Atlanta rapper from the rap style to the music style?
First of all, he's not the biggest New York rapper though. Just because you got a number one song don't make you the biggest rapper.
Right now,
there we go.
At this very moment, based on popularity, based on that one song.
He got a hot song. He's not the hottest rapper.
Okay.
There's a difference.
How do you feel about the New York rapper with the hottest song right now?
How do I feel that he's emulated someone from down south in order to do it?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Like I said, if he could really rhyme, then maybe I wouldn't have a problem with it. Like if he was dope. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, you know who Graf? You heard of Graf?
Of course.
Now Graf could really rhyme.
Yes.
That boy got a song right now called Trap Phone Ringing. When I tell you this shit is a fucking smash hit, trap phone ringing. But he's doing the down south style. Like when I first heard it, I thought it was a nigga from the dirty. And this is a New York dude. But why I respect it is because I know Graf can rhyme for real.
Yeah.
So that's almost like he's just showing you I could do that shit. But at the same time, he's not necessarily trying to sound like another rapper and all this. And this song is just button. I'm telling you, this song's gonna do something. It's
Okay.
gonna be big.
I'm gonna check it out.
Trust me. So that's an example where if you got a guy that can really rap and he does that, I'm not mad. But when you got a guy like this Desiigner dude who's he just stumbled onto some shit, because from what I hear, I heard his follow-up. That was horrible. You know what I mean? I can't really understand you on your first hit, but you did make a hit. It was mad catchy. I can't front. I see what it does in the clubs, but I just feel like he can't really rhyme. So I don't know. I got no respect for it. You know what I mean?
Gucci's absolutely the boogeyman of hip hop. Like, it's just certain individuals you just know that at any given moment it could go left.
Right.
Gucci's one of them. T.I.'s one of them. I told y'all that before. I don't know why y'all keep acting like T.I. ain't Gucci level crazy. Maybe
T.I. is Gucci level crazy.
Gucci might be T.I. level crazy.
You mean to tell me that if I walked up to your mother right in front of you and shot her in the face, and then I left the country and you can't get to me, you wouldn't tell the police?
Hell no, where your mama stay at?